Hi, I'm John Barnes and you're watching Redmen TV.
Hello, welcome to Redmen TV. It's the Uncensored match build-up show. Liverpool taking on Newcastle at St James's Park, or the Sports Direct Pantheon, or whatever it's called.
I used that joke today.
Did you?
Yeah. I think I ended up calling it the final sale stadium, or I don't know, clearance stadium. I went through a few.
Reduced Lonsdale trainees in black marker pen on fluorescent card. Stadium, yeah. Sound. Matt Ladson from This Is Anfield is here with Chris and I to discuss the show and actually the match rather than discussing the show, because that'd be a bit shit. That'd be a bit meta, wouldn't it? Where we just sit here and discuss ourselves doing this, which is what we're doing now. Do you like it? No, let's carry on.
Keep talking.
I know. Matt, look, Newcastle are in dreadful form. They've not got a great manager. They do have good players and what have you, but they're in a bit of a mire at the moment. There's a temptation though, as Liverpool fans, and some of the situations we've been in the last 15 years. I always get most worried about the games at times that I think we're the most likely to win.
Yeah, I'd rather be playing like City away again or something on Sunday rather than going there, because it's one of them where like everybody will be sort of going, oh, what, are we going to score 4 or 5 or 6? Like, it's going to be talking about that rather than the fact that they could end up. Who did they have a good result against? Was it Chelsea a few weeks back?
They were really. I think
they
they were really
well,
good against them.
And they should have beat them, and then they ended up drawing. Like, but it could end up being just one of those games where we don't click. They all of a sudden put in a performance somehow. And it's a bit of a, like, after the beauty of Southampton, complete shit show there. But, the positive is, like, we can't be any worse than we was last time we went to St James's Park. Yeah. So you'd like to think that we will put in a performance.
It's one of them, isn't it? Because, we, by all accounts, Chris, again, we should be putting these doubts, I guess, these fears that we kind of live with, that gnaw away at us in the middle of the night. We should put them to bed. But I think that's what this season's going to be about, I think, a lot for Liverpool.
Letting go of our fears.
Yeah, letting. I was going to go into a little bit of Frozen, but I won't. Close. Very close. Tune in for the Christmas special.
I tell you what, if we get 1,000 likes on this video, Paul will sing "Let It Go" from Frozen, and I will accompany him.
Yeah, on the Christmas special.
You got to get dressed up though, like.
Okay, Bagsy.
I've already got the dress at home. Fine.
Which one's Elsa?
I don't know who that is. Is that the ginger one? No. Isn't there? Oh dear. Oh dear, I don't know anything about Frozen.
Did you click in there through leaks again?
I love that you've Chris doesn't know anything about Frozen. You will do. You've got a 1.5-year-old little girl. All to come, my friend. Anyway, I've got no idea what we were talking about, but it sounds like
letting go of our fears.
Letting go of our fears. I feel like this is what this season.
He's like, what the fuck?
Come on here.
Where are we?
Been sensible for filming sensibly for 2 hours. 2 hours, yeah, 2 hours. This season's going to be a lot of that. It's going to be, if the manager is as good as we all know he is, and we all hope it's going to be, we're going to have to face each of these fears individually, and we're going to have to conquer them as they go along. And that's something that Liverpool need to get out of this downtrodden mindset of it's all going to go tits up at any moment, and it could all collapse.
No, look, I think you said it last week. We are going to take a few steps forward and take a step back.
Yeah.
It's how we deal with that as a football team, and I think we will continue to get better throughout the season. Mm-hmm. And as long as we continue to improve, we'll start shedding these fears one at a time. As soon as we do it, like look at it now. At the start of the season, when we went a goal behind, we were dead and buried.
Yeah.
We've already shed that. The game's not over when we go a goal behind anymore. Yeah. We need to start putting a few goals past teams at home. I believe we'll start doing that. And then we'll forget about that one. And you just have to keep, as soon as you get to these obstacles, you just got to bat them to the side. And I think the Klopp's Liverpool will do that. Yeah, no. Do you think it's a weird, because again, the tone of this question is falling into the exact same trap. Does the fact that we were so free scoring in the week, that should take the pressure off? Because you should think, well, we're improved, we're starting to find the back of the net, which is a great thing. But
again, exists in the back of your mind of, well, that puts a pressure on because we smashed Southampton away from home, who are a much better side than Newcastle. Is it wrong for us to expect us to do the same?
That might be like the the sort of the fan thinking that, like, because you're always thinking, when's it all going to tumble down, like we're all fear-mongering. But as football players, they won't be like thinking, oh no, I've scored. Like training now for this next few days is going to be like, they're going to be buzzing. They're going to go there with such confidence. The problem will be like if they're overly confident, which I don't think Klopp will allow them to be. So, battering a team like Southampton is fantastic. And then, head up north and hopefully do the same again.
Yeah, no, completely good. Is there anyone from that game you think's played the way into contention?
Joe Allen, because Chan will be suspended.
That's a good point.
So,
but Milner?
Milner could come in.
I think I went with Hendo, Milner, Lucas as the midfield on the starting 11.
Well, it's interesting because
we still no Milner.
Hendo, Lucas, Milner. I went for.
Oh, okay.
So we did a show, the Red News Roundup this weekend, which you can check out on the redmentv.com, where we picked out each of us. We had Steor, who's just bailed on us for this show, but we each picked our best Liverpool 11, as it were. Very interesting to see the variations on a theme we got within that. But one thing that was, I think, pretty conclusive, I've gone that apart from.
I had Shan over Milner, but
yeah, but I think by and large, it's 3 from 4, isn't it, in terms of that midfield? With the greatest of respect to Joe Allen, who had a very good game against Southampton. I just don't see how who gets in that team.
I don't know if it's a little too soon for Hendo to start a game. Like, he didn't play that much last night. I think that he'll ease him in. He has been 2 months out, so it might make sense to kind of give him another sub-appearance on Sunday and then start him away in Sion. Like, kind of, a game where there's no pressure on and he can have like 60, 70 minutes there, and then sort of keep him more fresh again, building his fitness towards like the Christmas games where you've got 100 games in a week. So I think that it might be sensible, like to keep either Allen in or just bring Milner in.
I think the big question, again, because you'll have done your starting 11 for this, but I
wish I could remember it.
The forwards, is it not on the board over there?
No. Aubrey plays around with that ball every time he walks past it.
Good to see he's keeping himself busy.
He's got Sacco in there, so.
Yeah, he's got Sacco. Sorry. Yeah. There's a
literally, he literally can't walk past the board without doing something to it. So I came in the other day and there was 2 in every position and he was looking at the squads and blah, blah, blah. Like.
It's basically, because we've known Aubrey since we were in school, and there was a lot of doodling in notebooks. I think this is just expanded into the reality. We have a board that you can put players in now, and it doesn't have to be in the back of his wet playbook.
Yeah.
So
what are you doing, Aubrey? Nothing.
Quick, go. It's like when I see a football just lying around, it's got to be kicked. Can't help it, and then it's got to be kicked again until you actually do something real with it. Anyway, I think in terms of the attacking positions, that's where the big question mark is. In a game topic we covered on the Red News Roundup was the exciting potential that we've got in terms of our attacking options. Because look, there's a case to be made for Firmino to go in there. I don't think it's as strong, because I don't think Newcastle are themselves that strong, but I don't think there's any reason why you couldn't stick with Sturridge and Origi based on what they did in midweek.
I just do not believe that he will risk Daniel Sturridge after 4 days later after a game. No. That's the only reason why I wouldn't have Daniel Sturridge in there. I actually did 2 formations. I did what I would play and what I think Klopp would do. And what I said for mine was I'd put Sturridge up top because it's not my money.
Yeah.
And I'm not a football coach, and I believe that he can play 2 games in 4 days.
The big thing will be, like, I think that part of it will be he'll be looking at the Sion game and going, well, who am I not going to take to Switzerland with me? So I would expect Origi to start that game, whether it's up front with somebody else or not. So it might be that he goes, what we'll do is we'll play Sturridge against Newcastle, and then we'll play Benteke and Origi together in Switzerland.
Yeah.
So we can play Sturridge twice because it's a bigger break, isn't it? It's Sunday, not Saturday. So there's the potential that Sturridge could start. I've got to be tempted. I don't think he will. I mean, there's a potential that you could just go Benteke, Firmino, and Ibe, completely new front three.
Yeah.
Talk about fitness and fresh legs.
I guess it's one of those. It's good in terms of you're just getting people back from injury. You don't want to risk. You don't want to undo what you got. Because we're not there yet. It's not like everyone's at 100% and you can go fine. I'll play whoever the hell I want. But I just think, given what particularly Origi, how well he did, what a confidence boost for him to say, mate, hat-trick in the week, fantastic, right, you're starting. And again, just for the Sturridge, I think it's better, because he said in the post-match press conference that I don't know how long these guys can last. I don't know. So the best thing to do is to start them and see how they get on. So it's not what I would. If I was being again a bit colder and more rational about it, I wouldn't. Yeah, absolutely wouldn't start Sturridge and Origi up front. But part of me, the emotional football fan in me, goes, well, fuck it, they scored 5 goals between the two of them on Wednesday.
He scored 4 in 3 against Newcastle, hasn't he? Sturridge as well.
Yeah, exactly, as I pointed out on this week's Stats Attack show. So yeah, I think there's
Origi's a tricky one because like he's either gonna, like you say, start him and like give him that big confidence boost, or he's just not going to be in the squad.
Yeah.
But what game was it a few weeks ago where Origi wasn't in the squad and he just said, I spoke to him and I just told him you'd be better off staying at Melwood. So I could see him saying that, like, you know, yeah, it isn't a. I don't want it to knock your confidence. No, I mean, it's more like, look, you'll benefit from playing a full game in Sion.
Yeah.
So you're going to start that one. You're not going to Newcastle, but you are starting that game.
No, it's an interesting
Sturridge, I think, will be involved, whether it's from the start or... Doesn't matter. Like, I'm not too fussed either. I'm pretty confident, no matter what
I mean, the best thing about it is that realistically, you're looking at there's a case for Henderson to start, there's a case for Coutinho to start, there's a case for Firmino to come back in there. Isn't that a sensational set of problems to have? I'm buzzing for it.
Boss tar.
I think that's done, isn't it?
It's not done in my head.
And just want to highlight something as well. That face you pulled before was because you wrote the stats for the stats.
Partly, and because this will be out first.
Okay, cool, excellent. Simple question then, again, along similar theme. 1 or 2 up front?
1.
3.
Going full on.
Well, I mean, like, it depends whether you call it 3 up front or 1 up front. It depends whether you got the ball.
Was it 3 up front or 2 up front or 1 up front against Southampton?
Against Southampton, it was 2. Okay. But, you know, like, prior to that, we've really been playing 3 up front for away games. And, like, City, that was 3 up front, wasn't it? You know, just because they're not... Lallana's been playing in front 3.
None up front.
None up front.
It was, wasn't it?
False 9.
Yeah. Cool. I just want to know people's thoughts on that. Do you stick with the goal-scoring dynamic duo from the week? Do you mix it up because basically for shits and giggles because we can? Do you go 1 up top? Do you go 2 up top? Or do you go 3? Or in fact none? Comments below. Score predictions, Matt. What do you think it's going to be?
3-0.
Wow. Cool. I like that. Get behind that.
4-0.
Come on.
The ante's been raised. 5-0.
Oh, yes, mate, Chin.
Fabio Barini to score the 5th.
Fucking hell. Yeah, I was Enrique to come off the bench and score a back heel. Why not? Yeah, bollocks to it. Let us know your score predictions in the comments below. Give the video a thumbs up. And we're genuinely serious about this. If this video gets over 1,000 likes, we will sing Frozen.
Well, let's up the likes to 2,000. Because 1,000's doable.
Okay.
I've already smashed that in 6 hours on the I'll slap Aubrey.
Really?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, fantastic. So,
I'll tell you where we're up to actually on that. That video's been out since 1.
Okay, so 2,000. If we get 2,000 likes on this video, then we'll sing "Let It Go" on the Christmas special.
But it's got to be in public.
Yeah, we'll have people in
like
there.
No, you know, the big Christmas tree in Liverpool one?
Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, fuck you.
You're there, don't it, Paul?
Yeah, you'll love it, Tom.
So that comment below video where I said I'd clop slap Aubrey on camera, if I get 1,000 views.
1,000 likes.
It's had 728 likes, but it's been around about 5 hours.
Aubrey's in for the hell of a beating. Anyway, we're going to wrap that up there. Just leaves me to say, of course, thanks very much for Matt Ladson for coming in. Go and check out This Is Anfield. They've got all of Jurgen Klopp's press conferences going on their YouTube channel, so do go over there and subscribe as well.
Subscribe, like.
Absolutely. We've got some great content on the redmentv.com, and we're in Last Chance Saloon to get your Redmen TV Xmas sweatshirts. You've got Merry Kloppmas, as you should well know by now, or Katini Ho Ho Ho, or Colo Crimbo. Sale stops on Sunday midnight UK time, so if you want to get one of those in before Christmas, get your order in.
Sorry.
Now. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you soon. Ta-ra.
It's Christmas! Yeah, in like a month and a bit. But anyway, yeah, Redmen TV Christmas sweatshirts are available now. 3 designs to pick from, 2 brand new ones, as you can see here, and a third that we've forgotten to bring in. You've got Merry Klopmas, Catini, ho, ho, ho. Chris, where can you get them from?
RedmenTVshop.com. They are available for 3 weeks only, up until Sunday, the 6th of December 2015. Make sure you get it in nice and early. They're made to order, and you will have them before Christmas.
Bespoke Christmas loveliness. So if you're sick of looking like everyone else at the Christmas party and you want to be more Liverpool silly themed, that's what we're here for. 3 years on the bounce. Yeah, get them now while you can. Cheers.